Hi everyone, today we're looking at longitudinal trench excavations with a change of grade, how we draw the plan and complete the recording of information for the calculation. On our change of grade, we go from A to G at one grade, we go from G to L with another grade. Your grades don't have to be the same, it just depends on the slope of the land. So the first thing we need to determine is the grade itself. We have a 1 in 20 grade, which when we divide 1 by 20 gives us 50 millimeters fall per meter. Then we need to know what fall that will give us over a 5 meter interval. So we times our 50 millimeters by 5, and that gives us a 250 millimeter fall per 5 meter interval. And then our grade goes over 30 meters, so we're going to times our 50 millimeters by 30, gives us a fall of 1.5 meters. Then we determine our other grade, which is 1 in 10, so we divide our 1 by 10, which gives us a 100 millimeter fall per meter. Then we need to determine that fall over 5 meters, so we times our 100 millimeters by 5, which gives us a 500 millimeter fall per 5 meters. And then over our 20 meter, we times our 100 millimeters by 20 and gives us a 2 meter fall. The next thing we do, we need to determine our contour RL, and we're putting through an RL at 68.5, which we will measure from. So we're going to take 68.5 away from these figures here. So 73.98 minus 68.5 gives us 5.48. When we take it away from the next one, it gives us 5.14, and then we just continue the process. Our design level is 73. Now, our contour intervals are 5 meters, so we have a 250 millimeter fall per 5 meters. So if we've got 7.3 at A, we'll be less 250 mil at B, so that'll give us 72.75. And then when we take 250 mil away from that 72.75 at C, we'll have 72.5, and so forth till we come to our change point, where we have a 500 millimeter fall over a 5 meter interval. So what we do from our 71.5, we take away 500 mil, gives us a 71, and then we just continue that through. The depth of our trench, when we take 73 away from 71.5, we get 1.15. When we take 72.75 away from 73.98, we get 1.23. When we take 72.5 away from 73.64, we get 1.14, and we just continue that process. Then we have a look at our plan. This was the RL 68.5, which we've put through here. We've got an RL, our invert RL, which is the bottom of our pipe at 73. And we have our RL from which we're going to determine these heights off our 68.5. So there's our first one. That should be 5.65 away from our 68.5. And then we just continue to put these RLs through, and I'll show you just a bit later how we do that. Then what we do, we know that we have a 1.5 meter fall from our 73, our initial reading, and that will give us, beg your pardon, we can complete our contour line there first, and then we'll go through to our reading there. We have an RL where we deduct 1.5 meters off in height, which gives us 71.5. That will be our first change of grade point right there. Then our next RL, we take a further 2 meters off that, and that gives us 69.5. Now, the next step that we do, we can then put our grade lines through. That's A there to G there. It has a fall of 1.5 meters. Then we have our grade of 1 in 10 from G to L. There we have it there. And that's virtually it. The only thing I have to show you is I I left click, I go over the arrow, I left click, and I move it around. I can do whatever I like. Now what I'll do, I'll make that should be 5.65. So I just go up here and I keep clicking that until it gets up to 5.6. And then I can click there, click it again, put a 5 there, and that line's 5.65. So I've calculated my height of the contour from my 68.5, and there you have it. And then I just repeat that process over here. I just adjust this arrow to these sizes here, and that gives me my contour height there. All right, good luck. There's a lot of work in it, but good luck.